What's up, everybody? It's been a while since I had a video. That was me slamming the door. Welcome back to the 420 Garage. Just a quick update. Oh, it might be even a long update. Who knows? Last video, the 63 Nova went home to its owner. And it's gone. That was actually a really nice kit. That kit went together so smooth. No problems. I mean, it was a little compact in the engine bay. Just the way you had to do it. I did a little trimming and it fit. No problem. I had some information in advance, so that worked out. I was cautious. Yeah, it was a nice kit. I actually might buy one for myself and put a big block in there, or 350. I like the 6-cylinder. I thought the 6-cylinder was badass. Might just do something to soup up the 6-cylinder or something, make it, who knows. Anyway, the 55 pickup, the Angry Smurf is 99% done. There's a couple little touch-ups I need to do, some paint that I need to make look straight around the front. Just some small stuff, some painting. I haven't glued anything together yet, but it's ready to go. So let me go ahead and show you where it's at right now. It's not, like I said, it's not completely done, but for the most part, there it is. All right. The Angry Smurf is sitting there waiting to be finished, of course. There's the gas tank right there. I had a decal off of that 50 Olds kit. It's not really focusing. There you go. I don't know really what that is, but it'll focus. But it's some kind of a tribal pinstripe. There you go. Somewhere. It looks better in person. Whatever. Anyway, it's almost done. Basically, there you go. I just got to put the gas tank on and affix it. Make that nice and straight so it sits decent. And I mean, there you'll have it. The windshield popped out. Got to put it back in. Both of them are done. So there's what's left of the engine bay. I got to put a master cylinder in there and a couple other smaller things. But other than that, that's where it's at. I got to make this nice and straight right here to paint. So there's a couple small things that I want to touch up that I got to do. There's the 50 Olds. The 50 Olds is still in process. I had to repaint it once again. And then I still got a flaw that I thought I got rid of that's right there. But there it is. So I'm thinking I might end up just keeping it like that. I might take the top off and just leave it like that. And if it gets that bad, I might just primer it all down and leave it like that. I'd hate to, because the paint job on the roof is really nice. And I really like the way it pops. But we'll see what happens. This is the 55 Suburban that made an appearance and disappeared. This one, it's just got primer on it. I gotta go over the car again, sand it down and stuff like that. But there it is. It's sitting there waiting to be completed. And as with anything, you kind of lose a little bit of interest in it. And since I've just finished this one, I don't think I'm going to be jumping into this one right away. So we'll see. I had a gentleman by the name of Don Van Brocken Jr. and Rodolfo Fernandez asked me how I shaved the grill right here. I'll go ahead and show you briefly what was needed to be done. Let me go ahead and put the camera in the manner that I can show you. Let's see. I guess we'll have to do this sideways. Okay. There's the grill. Okay. The grill. This is looking like shit. So let me just go ahead and do it like this. All right. There's the grill. And obviously, the stock grill, you can't see through it. First off, you're going to see how thin my grill is. If I had another one, I would show you the thicknesses. But the stock grill is probably about twice this. So what you'll need to do to start off with, in order to make it, make those little slots in the center fall out, you could do it one of two ways. The way I did was pretty fucking crazy because I didn't give a shit. I took 60 grit and I just started sanding the hell out of the back of it, and I seen everything fall out. But what you can do is if you got a Dremel, you take one of these, okay, and you just go back and forth across it slowly. And eventually you'll start to see the outline of these pop up through the back of the plastic. And then eventually some of them will fall out. But otherwise, just take an X-Acto blade and then you can just pop them out. This gets very fragile afterwards. This one, I think, is this the one? Yes, this is the one. This one I had to glue back together because it snapped in half. But I was lucky you really can't tell where it snapped. But yeah, it's going to get really fragile. So once you start seeing them, it's up to you if you want to continue going forward. But I say take your time and use an X-Acto blade. Like I said, sandpaper or something like that. So this ain't 60 grit, but just take it and you can go back and forth on it. Just back and forth, and eventually it'll get done and it'll fall out and it'll look like that. I mean, you have to agree, it looks a lot nicer than it does filled in with a bunch of chrome slots. All right. Anyway, let's back to business. All right. This is the next project I'm working on for my client. This is a 64 Ford Falcon. This is another trumpeter kit, which I'm happy about because I really like the way they assemble. It feels good in your hand when you're handling it. Like my dick. No. But seriously, they're good quality kits. I guess that's why they, range in the $30 to $40 to $50 range. So here we are. I don't do a lot of detail on my dashboards. That's not my strong spot. So, I do a little bit around the bezels and stuff. The interior is all black leather. I did a little flocking on the floor, as I usually do. Let me go ahead and put on some light. There you go. I don't know if it's going to help, but there you go. A little bit. But that's where it's at. So it's coming along. So the irony is this one I feel like it's almost done, but then this one I still feel like, man, I still got so much work to do. It just trips me out. But yeah, so then after this project, everybody, I'm going to be going on to this project here, which is the 72 Ventura, the resin kit. So I'm going to have to utilize the parts from the 72 Nova in order to complete it. So I usually don't build cars like this. This is a muscle car. So I'm, a muscle, it's a big dog car. So I'm going to have to see if this kit offers another way to build it, or if the actual owner of the Ventura has his car souped up like this. So I might have to throw some smaller wheels in the back and change some suspension things and even maybe the interior pieces. So we'll find out. I'm going to have to double check that. I should have asked that in the first place. But then, anyway, let's back to this one. Once this one's done, I'm not going to be starting this one. And I'm going to be just slowly working on this one. I have to go to another one. So I have 5 right here that I currently have that I need to take care of. I painted the frame on this one, candy red. I've gone ahead and flat black this one because I like flat black, so this one's going to be flat black. It's going to be basically just like this one, but, like that one. I got the little coffin, which I've been wanting to build for a long time. I mean, years. So I scored that one for like a fin, so I want to build that one. This was a glue bomb project that I'll show you guys. It's on the order of this one, but I'll show you in a second. And there's the Thunderbird. Before I go to that, this is a project I've been working on. It's a restoration project, and it's coming along pretty good. The black is shiny. I had to retrofit that windshield because that's not the original windshield. It came from a different kit, but it fit nicely. There's the hood. There's the interior. It's got the leather look, or how I feel it's the leather look. It's got some flocking on the floor. There's some small little things that's got to be touched up still. I mean, it's got a big old engine there, so it's a restoration, so I can only do what I can do with it. I made the front tires shine again because they were like dry like a desert, but I was able to do that with some actual tire shine, which is awesome. But that's where it sits right now. So I've been meaning to get to it. I get to it a little bit here and there, but because of the whole family thing, sometimes it's difficult to touch any of them. Y'all know how it goes. I got the pickup bed back for this hauler. I picked up for 50% off. My buddy painted it for me. It's got a couple little flaws in the paint, but you know what? I'm not even worrying about it because it really looks nice. I like the way it pops. The blue, you could see it in the camera that blue has got a lot of metal flake in it. I mean, there's a shit ton all over it. It looks great. So once I get that one started, you guys will see that one come along. But as of right now, everybody. Oh yeah, let me show you the Merc. Hold on. Okay, this is my box of Merc parts. Um, it's got plenty of parts in it, so I might even start this one. As you can tell, I prefer pre-55 cars. Except for these two pickups. These two pickups are just badass. But I prefer anything pre-55. Some Impalas are an exception to the rule. Certain cars are, but for the most part, it has to be late 40s, early 50s. So we got a brand new interior tub. There's the original chassis. I got two of these. I got this one that because I bought a kit for $8, and this is the clean parts are what came, and one of them was actually a restoration project of one I built before. So there's the tub. There's the body. There's the body I started with. It's a similar color to the blue. Actually, it's just a more of a flat. The blue has a dull coat over a silver or a blue metallic, but this one is actually just a flat, and it looks shiny now because I got that light on it. But there you go. It's got a flat look to it, which is what I was gonna go for. I got rid of these pillars, but I don't know if I'm feeling it, so I have to. I might just go with a different route and use the other body. There's the interior, which was also going to be red with some silver on the inside. There's the chassis for that one. Got the windshield, and then there's the miscellaneous parts, the hoods, trunk lids, some tires, a couple of engines. It's got a few engines in there, so it's more than enough parts to complete one car. So that might be the next project I go into also. So we'll see. I was doing the little bolts on this one, as you can see. Little bolts here and there in chrome, trying to dress it up a little bit. But yeah, that's where it's at. So we'll see what happens. Let me pause this. So that's where we're at right now, everybody. And just so you guys can see about the trumpeter kit, this is what the kit looks like. I'm gonna be building it. Wow, it's dusty. It's gonna be similar to this one. I don't know if you can even see me. It's going to be a maroon, or just like this one, with all the black leather interior. I'm still trying to figure out a way to make a chrome trim on the interior, but I might just have to paint it silver. I did come up with a method, but it takes a lot of work. I was using detail tape and some striping tape, and then metal foil over it, and trimming it around the metal foil, and it fit perfectly. But I don't know. But you'll see. It's going to be bone stock once again, as they all are for him. He likes him stock as a rock. So we'll see about the Ventura. I'm going to have to get back to everybody on that one. But there's where we are, and I'll probably make another video for you guys another week, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks. Who knows? There's a lot of things going on right now. And as soon as the weather breaks, I'm running my ass up out and going and fucking doing something, because I hate this weather. It's been cold. And here's my new airbrush I started using. It is the Iwata Neo. It's actual not an Iwata product. It's made by Neo, I guess, for Iwata. It's not a bad airbrush for a beginner, I would say. I think I want something a little nicer already, personally. Something a little bit more detailed orientated. But then you're going up there on price too. But for what I'm using it for right now, it's not bad. The cleanup time for the paint time. Oh, yeah, I'm not really liking to use it yet, but we'll see. I've used it on a few things, and I'd like the results, but, I don't want to go back to brushing, because I just feel like brushing is so sloppy, Some people are better at it than others, Some of them can do a beautiful job. I don't have that ability. But everybody, here we are. Oh, anybody who strips the paint off their cars, here is a frame that I used. I stuck it in purple Power. It was $7 at your local auto parts store. And this is an old trick. Everybody probably already knows it, but just in case anybody who doesn't, I'll just reiterate. You just throw it in there for a few days, and I'd say a week at least, and then the paint will just come right off. Depending on how many layers of paint you got. I'm assuming this is for enamel and lacquer. I don't know about automotive paint. Someone left a message for me on what you can use, and I think it was brake fluid or something like that. But it'll strip the paint off of it nice and good. I mean, some of the little small crevices you have to get in there with, but for the most part, it came out, just like it came out of the package for the most part. I personally like the the easy off oven cleaner. That works in about 45 minutes compared to 4 to 5 days. But it is quite, it'll kill you, man. You have to be masked up and doing it in a well ventilated area, wear rubber gloves. And it has to be like the old stuff. I found an old can in my garage. I mean, it was like old. And it worked well. I heard the new stuff doesn't work as well, but I mean, it did it, because you can see there's the results of it. I mean, the car is blue now. I mean, but everybody, have a good day, have a good afternoon, a good evening, or good morning, because I don't know when the hell this video will get on YouTube, because I do everything from my phone, and when it uploads it, You know what I mean? But everybody, have a good weekend, and I appreciate all my subscribers, because I got a few subscribers that I didn't know. I guess my email hasn't been letting me know, but I got about 10 new subscribers, a little over that, in the past couple of days, so that's awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. And if you guys are doing it, man, put your videos out there, man. You don't have to be the best. I'm not the best. I'm not even close to being the best. I'm fucking amateur. But man, go ahead and out there, and we'll let you know, man. Talk to us. Where everybody's out here is positive. No one's gonna beat you down or anything like that. Everybody's in it because they love this hobby, man. And who cares if everybody who's in this hobby is in their fucking 50s? It's awesome. It is no longer a kid's hobby. It is a man's hobby for the most part, because it's a passion that we have that drives us to continue doing this. Most of us have done it for years. I mean, years. And I'm not talking, 10, 12 years. A lot of us have been doing it for 20, 30 years. But you guys have a good one, man. Peace out, everybody.
Up in smoke, that's where my money goes. In my lungs, and sometimes up my nose. When troubled times begin to bother me, I take a toke and all my cares go up in smoke.